Hey everybody, this is Deb with Truthification Chronicles, and I wanted to bring this to you. I can't find any good source for any of this, so I don't really think it's accurate, but it's been going around and I wanted to bring it to your attention that this is what this guy has to say, and I want to give you the information so you can research it for yourself. But I'm going to tell you right now that from what I've seen, I don't think this is accurate. However, there are some interesting things that did take place at this time. So, like I said, I just want to give you the overview and let you make the determination on your own. First of all, this guy has a Patreon video. It was on YouTube, but YouTube took it down. So I'm not going to play it. I don't want to get a community strike, but I will just tell you overall what it was about, and I'll make sure you have the link down below. You have to go to Patreon in order to see this. You can watch it without signing into Patreon, but if you want to comment or anything, you'll need to sign in to be able to do that. And you do get a comment that pops up that says that Google has rated this X-rated. So I don't know, and you have to say you're over 18 or something. So I don't know why it would. I mean, there's nothing bad in this. This guy, though, his name is Dr. William Mount. I do not know him. I'm not familiar with him. But some of the Anons on 8chan do know him and are familiar with his work and are not really impressed with it. So take that as it is. I don't know. Anyway, he claims that he told President Trump ahead of time that on January 2nd or something like that, give or take a few days, that there would be an assassination attempt on President Trump. And he would have to be rushed off to the bunker and everything like that. So you can listen to this and hear his whole story. Essentially, he says there's some Marines that were part of the deep state that were trying to take him out. I don't know that. But there is something interesting about the Marines that I wanted to point out. And again, you can watch this at your leisure. Decide for yourself if you think it's accurate or not. I just don't see any source for it. I see him making claims, but I don't see anything that is any way of verifying what he's saying. That's my contention with him. So if you don't have some way of verifying what he's saying, I don't know any way of proving or disproving this. What he says, though, just really doesn't have the ring of truth to me. But maybe it sounds different to you. I don't know. But I will give you that link. You can watch it yourself. Remember, all the links are down below in the description. If you can't see the description, there's an arrow somewhere on your device that you need to click that will open that up. And from there, you should be able to click on those links, and it'll take you to the website. But here's what's interesting about the Marines. The Daily Mail on, let's see, this was dated the 31st, December 31st, was talking about questioning whether Trump was actually at the White House working in the Oval Office. He was tweeting and said he was. And they're questioning that because there's a Marine that stands outside the door and opens the door for people to go in and out the outside of the White House there. And that Marine was missing. The press noticed that the Marine was not there, and they were questioning whether POTUS really was there at the White House in the Oval Office working, or if he was somewhere else. We don't know for sure. All we know is that the Deputy Press Secretary, Hogan Gidley, said in an afternoon tweet that Trump was, in fact, in the Oval Office, even though a Marine was not outside. Why wasn't a Marine outside? I don't know. It's like the first time in 10 years that it's not happened. And you can read this article. I'll leave it down below for you. This is the Daily Mail. And it has the whole article here. Hogan Gidley said, I just looked into the Oval Office myself, and POTUS was in fact sitting behind the Resolute desk working. So that's what he said. But right here, these are the doors. Right here, there's always a Marine there when POTUS is inside. And this started back during Obama. So there should have been one, but there wasn't. The Marine wasn't there. So I don't know why, but I did find this interesting article, well, little video, about the Marines and standing at the door. I'm going to play just a little bit of it for you.
I'm the rookie. That's correct.
The way it works is basically whenever the president's in the West Wing, we're going to be on post.
and we'll open the door when people come in and when people leave. And obviously you don't have eyes in the back of your head, so when people leave, the Secret Service officer, he'll be sitting here, and one buzzer represents a person coming out. You hear that? Mm-hmm. One buzz. If the president leaves the West Wing for anything, we'll come inside and stand by inside for, however long. And there's going to be 3 buzzes, just 3 buzzes. Open it, just come on, no big deal.
The White House post is one of those posts they tell you about, but no one ever expects to come here. It's very selective. There's only 4 Marines in the entire Marine Corps that get to do it. So I was pretty lucky to get the position. My first morning in the White House, it was kind of like a dream. You walk in, the Secret Service lets you through. You feel like a VIP. A little nervous, but more just an overwhelming sense of curiosity of everything around me. I mean, there's so much history jam-packed into this small area that it just overwhelms you.
Left face. We're both facing this way. It's almost you want to pinch yourself when you're walking in through the Rose Garden and you see the president sitting at his desk working, and you see people you see every single day on news, and you're opening the door for them all of a sudden within a foot away from them. Almost surreal, and it's still pretty neat coming into work, pinching yourself sometimes.
Okay, so it goes on. It's got a couple more minutes there. This is actually from the Obama White House, so it's an interesting little thing. I'll make sure that the link is down below for you. So they did have the Marines not there, and usually there's a lot of press cameras that are outside of that door. You couldn't see them in that video, but they are there, and at least some of them are constantly rolling. So just in case someone comes out, they catch it. And so in this case, the Marines weren't there, which is highly unusual. So was POTUS really there, or were they just trying to make everybody think he was there? We don't know. It's an interesting question. We can't tell for sure. And so, did POTUS have to go into the bunker? I don't know. It kind of is interesting that the Marines weren't there, but I really don't believe that guy's story. So, it's up to you. Read through it, look at it yourself, see what you think. But this did happen, and this was right on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, I can't remember which. But this Marine in the DC barracks was killed, and it's supposedly they're still looking into it. They don't think it was anything bad, but that someone's weapon discharged. So I don't know. Nobody knows. They say it was not self-inflicted, and the Metropolitan Police Department are handling the investigation as a death investigation and not a homicide investigation. So this is the gentleman that lost his life. We don't know much more about that. Does that have anything to do with the Marines not being at the door for POTUS? I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's just several pieces at this point. Nobody has put them all together. We don't have anything to connect them. So let's say, hypothetically, if there was an attempt on the POTUS's life, and he did have to evacuate to the bunker, what would be the advantage of the press hiding that? Or the advantage of the White House hiding that from the American people? I don't know. Think about it. If you got some ideas, you can put them down below. I don't know what the situation is, but I wanted to give you this information. Again, I believe that it's important for you to have some of the information that's going around out there, and then you can put the pieces together for yourself. You can sift through it. My viewers are such intelligent people. You can read through things for yourself. You can watch videos yourself, and then you can draw your own conclusions, and that's a good thing to be able to do. I don't know. Maybe it is true. Maybe it's not. What do you think? Do you think it was real? Do you think that POTUS was missing in action because he was down in the bunker? I don't know. It's up to you. Decide for yourself. And did this Marine's death have anything to do with the Marines being gone at the door? Why do you think the Marines were gone at the door? Again, I don't know. I'm just looking for some answers too. These are the pieces I have. Do they fit together as part of the same puzzle? Or are they separate pieces that have nothing to do with each other? I don't know. I'm putting it out there for you to look at, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see y'all later.